So, how long have you been saying, I really need to lose this belly fat, but you still haven't done it? Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah. Some of us have been on a journey. I mean, that fat is the kind that wants to stick around. If you are over the age of 40, that belly fat is like, it's like, I'm not leaving you. I like you too much to leave you. It's like one of those friends you really don't like, and you're just like, could you go away? Oh God. They call you like, oh God, it's them again. That's like belly fat. You look in that mirror and I'm like, oh my God, where I remember fighting it. I did all the ab exercises. I remember watching the YouTube and looking for people doing the exercises so I could get rid of the belly fat. And I want to warn you right up front, ladies. It's not about exercises. It's really not. That belly fat, it's not about exercises. And I'm not here to talk about vanity tonight either. This isn't about fitting into your jeans. Listen to me, it's not. And most of us think of it that way. Oh my God, if I could just, oh, I remember standing in the mirror going, oh, what is this? What is, why won't it go away? And one time, I remember the first time I felt my belly laying on my lap. I was just all sweaty. This is a horrible thing to say. And this is going on YouTube. Horrible. But I remember it was so hot out. And I just, I sat down in the car and I must have been wearing some type of dress. And I just felt my sweaty belly on my lap. And I was just like, oh, I was so sad. It was summertime. And I'll tell you, we're not talking about that tonight because of how it looks. All right. Although we make that really important, and it is, I want you to get to your goal. But I want to talk to you about belly fat after the age of 40. Now, it's not just extra weight. It's really so if you've been telling yourself you'll get to it when life calms down, because we always put off our health. I have some ladies that came on and well, I knew I shouldn't have come on in the summertime. I want to be out on the boat or I want to do this or I want to do that. And I'm like, here's my thought on that. So uh, think of that this way. It sounds horrible. So I can be unhealthy because it's summertime. That don't sound very good, does it? I get to be unhealthy and mistreat my body because I'm too busy. No, if that is true in your life, you need to think of it that way because that's what we're really literally saying. If you're telling yourself you really haven't been committed to your diet or your program or learning your nutrition at Bod Babes because you really need to wait till life calms down. I'm going to tell you the truth tonight. Life is not going to calm down. And here is the truth. Waiting, especially about belly fat, waiting is not just about how you look, ladies. It's dangerous. Yikes. I want you to hear that. It is dangerous. It's hard to make it go away. And that is so true. It is. It doesn't work like when we were younger. Hormones and all this stuff changes that. But this is the unhealthy, dangerous type of fat. And I'll tell you, for me, I used to be the queen of I'm starting on Monday. I'll start again on Monday, or I'll start on Monday. I was also the queen of I'm just too busy right now. I'm also a cheapskate, and I would say things like, "Ah, I really want to learn about, my health or whatever, but man, they are charging a outrageous price to learn information about how I should eat." And so, because of that, I punished my body more by doing stupid things like the HCG diet and an apple a day, the keto diet, where I ate under 20 grams of carbs every day. And let me just tell you, that harmed my body and it caused me to have thyroid issues. And a lot of ladies come on here with thyroid issues, and boy, they're eating low carb. They're low carbonate, girl. And you're making your thyroid issues worse. Hear me, ladies. I had every excuse. I'm running a business. I'm taking care of my family. I'm dealing with personal crises. You know, stuff that would have broken other people, I thought. And that was my valid excuse, and they were valid. Those were valid excuses. But those valid excuses still kept me unhealthy. And I remember looking in the mirror at age 51 thinking, if I just had a less stressful life, I'd get in shape. I would just get in shape. I'd see these people at the gym and I'd just think, oh God, they have all kinds of free time. Uh, Here's the thing, life never slowed down. And one day it hit me. If I keep waiting for easier, I'm just going to stay right here and wait myself right into worse health and more belly fat and more regret, because that's exactly what was happening. And the day I stopped waiting and I started taking action, even in the middle of my chaos, was the day that my results began. And believe me, it was hard to stick with. It wasn't easy. You know, I always tell you ladies, changing your life, it's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. The normal woman that is our age is just letting it happen, baby, and complaining about it. It's letting it happen. Oh, I don't know why this is happening to me. Here's the hard truth. The rules change after age 40. And reason number one for that is hormonal changes, your estrogen, your progesterone, your testosterone that shifts. And it makes it easier for you to store fat in your middle, and it makes it much harder to lose it. Reason number two, muscle loss. Every single year without proper strength training, yes, strength training. And I'm talking about proper strength training. I'm not talking about pink and blue weights. I'm talking about getting stronger. Even with you having injuries, you got to work around them. It's important because every year without proper strength training, you lose muscle. And muscle is what burns fat at rest. Reason number three, stress and cortisol. Oh my gosh, chronic stress, ladies. It literally tells your body to store fat around your waist as protection. Now, I don't know what it's protecting me from, but that's what cortisol does. I go into high stress in my life and my body says, oh God, let's protect her. Let's store some body fat right here on her waistline. That just gives me more stress. I'm like, God, come on. Reason number four, ladies, and I see this one all the time. Years of dieting, decades of low calorie diets. They wreck your metabolism and they make your fat loss harder than it should be. So this isn't about doing more cardio or cutting out more food. It's about addressing the real causes. One of my clients, Melissa, she came in eating about 900, maybe 1,000 calories a day. She was doing cardio 6 days a week and she was burning herself out. And guess what happened to her belly fat? It did not budge. I kid you not. She was so frustrated. So what do you think I did? Do you think I added more cardio workouts? Do you think that I cut her food even farther? No. What we did was we rebuilt her metabolism with proper eating, protein, fiber, and strength training. And within 6 months, listen, she didn't get to goal in 6 months, but she was on her way. Her belly started getting flatter. Her labs improved. And that's what's so cool. If you've had a blood test and your cortisol, not your cortisol, but your cholesterol and all the stuff is off, high this, high that, high blood pressure, high A1C. Listen to me. When you start getting your diet right, I have had so many clients see their labs improved and them come off of medications, lots of medications. Sarita right now is on our program. She came off of 5 medications, including 2 thyroid medicines. How crazy is that? She was eating low carb and low fat. And I said, Sarita, do you have thyroid issues? And she goes, oh, funny you should mention that. Yes, I do. And we added back the right foods and got her diet balanced out. And did you know she is off those things? How crazy. I told you in the beginning that my thyroid was jacked up from eating low carb all the time. Guess what my thyroid is now? It's normal. Now, I'm not promising you that if you have thyroid issues, that we're going to turn around just by eating some carbs. No, but I'm telling you, there's ways that you can change your life with food. Food is medicine, or food is poison. And you get to decide what you put in your mouth. So her labs improved, her energy improved, and she had definition starting to show, those lines starting to show in her abs at 52 years old. Wow. So I want you to be honest about the stories that you've been telling yourself. I'm too busy with work. So what does that mean? Your job matters more than your health? I want you to think about that. Without your health, you won't be working at that job long. Well, I'm exhausted. I mean, I take care of a lot of people. I'm taking care of my parents. Some of you are taking care of your parents. Some of you are still taking care of children at home. And that's exactly why you need the energy that comes from a healthy body. I just don't have the time. You do have the time. Your priorities are off. You haven't made your health a priority. And I know that that sounds harsh and some of you are going to get mad at me, but I'm going to tell you, I'm fighting for you. I'm not trying to be mean, because if we keep accepting excuses, even the valid ones, we're accepting the fact, the reality that nothing will change. And belly fat is dangerous. It's not waiting for you to have more time. It's not. I hope you heard that. And it's not going to leave just because you wish it away. It's really not. So I want you ladies, and maybe some of you will drop in the chat, the number one reason you've told yourself you can't do it right now. You came on a pod, babes, but you're still telling yourself, oh, maybe I shouldn't have signed up. Or maybe you're watching this on YouTube and you, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could commit to that. But I want you to be honest. What has been stopping you? Because when you say that out loud, you take its power away. You know, I've been going through some crazy things, not going into it, but I'll tell you, I told some of you ladies about what's going on, and just saying it out loud, I'll tell you, it's healing for me. It made me face myself in a lot of ways, to take the power away of different things in my life. Things are hard to talk about sometimes. Boy, it's hard to talk about, you know? And some of you ladies think because you know what to do, you don't need help. Oh my God. Well, I've got doctors on here that work as my clients, and nurses, a lot of health industry. The number one profession of a bod babes client across the board are nurses. So if knowledge alone worked, every woman right here, right now would be at her goal. But it's not just about the knowledge, ladies. The truth is this: knowledge without action and without someone holding you accountable to that action is useless. It really is. So many women try for years and they still stay right where they are. They stay stuck. And some of you have client coaching calls and you aren't making them. You don't want me to know that you're not showing up, but I know. I see it. I look at your stuff. You know, I will have coaches reach out to you one-on-one every week. And I stopped that for a bit. And I started reaching out to you, and then I stopped that for a bit. You want to know why? Not because you don't need the accountability, but because it's time for you to step up for yourself. It is. It's time for you to say, hey, Allie, I need some help. Now, this is a complete extreme, and you know I'm great at throwing in analogies that are extreme, right? An alcoholic gets help when? When they say, I'm an alcoholic. And you can tell yourself all the reasons why you're an alcoholic and justify it. Because that's what alcoholics do. How do I know? I sure did like to drink a lot. And I had PTSD. And that was one of the reasons why I drank a lot. I found all kinds of reasons why I needed a drink. And one day I had to say out loud, I've got some issues that I need to fix. And until I said that out loud and called my excuses what they were valid. PTSD, that I'm telling you, that's a mess. It's a mess. But I was justifying doing something wrong because of something else. We cannot justify treating our bodies like trash just because I don't have time. So I have a job and I'm busy, so I don't have time to be healthy. Oh my God, come on. Don't stay stuck. Get real, get honest with yourself. I don't like to track my food. Psh, neither do I, but that's how you learn what you should eat. And that's how I get to help you. So Karen was 56 years old and she joined me, and she had been literally dieting since she was 14. No joke. She's been on diet since the age of 14. And she just said, my belly's just part of me, and she just accepted it. Now listen, she committed. She committed. Boy, she committed to it all. I could look at her tracking, it was on point. I could look at her workouts, they were on point. And 9 months later, after consistent work and not quitting during the hard weeks, because there were a lot of hard weeks, she lost 4 inches off of her waist. 4 inches, ladies. She dropped visceral fat. Visceral fat, read up on it. It's a mess. It will literally kill you. And she was finally in a healthy range for the first time in decades. And it wasn't magic. It was showing up, especially when it was not convenient. Right here in Bod Babes, we are not the average woman. Who wants to be normal? I signed up to Bod Babes because I want to be normal. No, you don't want to be normal. You signed up to Bod Babes because you want to be your best. And you cannot keep waiting for a perfect time. I'll be 58 years old in a couple months. October. Woo, it's right around the corner. I am closer to 60 than I am to 50. That sounds crazy. You've waited and you just keep making excuses. You can't keep waiting for the perfect time. You can either keep waiting and stay stuck and let things be worse, or you can become the woman who makes her health a non-negotiable right now. Women who win just don't have easier lives or more time. They have different standards. If you are fighting with yourself about whether you're going to do it or not, I want you to think about your standards for yourself. I had a lady, and I've had this said to me many times, is that, oh my God, you were just, what word was that? You were depriving yourself. That's deprivation. You were just depriving yourself. You know what I said? No, I've just got some standards. I've just got some freaking standards. My health is important to me. You know, the women that win, they show up tired. You show up busy. You show up stressed. You still make the right choices because we know that our health is a foundation for every single thing else in my life. Everything. If I don't have my health, I have nothing. I don't have relationships with my children, grandchildren. I don't have a job. If I'm laying in the nursing home or in the hospital sick, I have nothing else. Shorten my life. So here's what I want you to take away tonight. Belly fat is not just something to live with. And it's just not something that you just hide under some Spanx like I did and just pretend that it's not there. Stand up real straight, walk into a room with three sets. I had 3 pairs of Spanx on at one time. I kid you not. it's, it's your body. It's not something you live with. It's your body waving a red flag. It's saying, hey, this is serious. And I want you to hear that. So if you're my client, you have the tools. If you're my new client, you're getting the tools. I want you to use the tools. Use them. Track. Ask for help. I'm right here. Check in. I send you reminders every Thursday. It says, make your coaching calls. You don't make them. Why? Why aren't you making your coaching calls? Don't disappear. And don't disappear when it's hard. Because it's hard for everybody. But you have standards. You want to be healthy. You want to be strong. So many of you have said, I want to be able to chase my grandchildren around and have fun with them. I want to live a long life. I want to be hiking. All these things that you ladies want to do. Dang, even Virginia, she picked up some kind of rock climbing or something. She she changed her whole life. It's crazy to see when my clients do that. And I love it. She changed her life. And you can change yours too. You've got to commit to it. Don't waste your time here. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Don't leave bod babes with regret. Just do it. Is it going to be easy? No. And you're going to have to fight for it like hell. You're going to have to fight like hell to get it gone. It's tough. You're going to have to build some lifestyle new habits. You are. And it's tough. But you're tough. You've done harder things. And this is for you. And you deserve to be healthy and strong and above average. You deserve to live the life that you want to live. Did you know that changing your diet and getting rid of that belly fat could extend your life? God only knows how many years. Just get on it. And if you're not my client, if you're watching on YouTube, and I want you to be honest with yourself about the cost of waiting. I have literally had women contact me for 5 or 6 years. I am not joking. I know I need to do something now. And some of them have multiple diseases, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, all these things. And I think, well, she got all these things and let's turn this around. I know she's going to sign up and crickets. Crickets. Nope. Still not enough. Still not enough pain. And why do we gotta let ourselves get in the most pain before we actually take action? We can change our life. And every month you delay is another month the problem grows. Your job isn't to find more time. Your job is to stop letting your excuses outrun your goals, girls. Because no one is going to fight harder for your health than you. And I can fight for you, and I can believe in you, and I can beg you, and I can give you the tools. But until you do it, until you put your hand to the plow, there is nothing I can do. I can't make it happen. I don't have a magic spell. I don't. I have women that sign up at Buy Babes. Oh God, I'm gonna be on your website. I hear this all the time. I'm gonna be on your website. And almost every single time I hear that, I'm like, oh God, another one of them. They just think they're going to get in 3 months. They're just going to be the most fit. And I'm like, girl, I've been working at it. If God lets you do in 3 months what it took me 6 years to do, me and God's going to have a little talk because that ain't fair. If you get to work at it for 3 months, and you are just walking in and you're at all your body goals. And I'm over here 6 years later, still struggling and trying to figure it out and trying to stay balanced and make the hard choices and all that stuff. Me and Jesus going to have a little one-on-one. It's going to cost you some time and it's going to be hard, but you've got to commit to it. And I'll tell you what, I've got Michelle sitting right on here, and she's looking in this screen, and I see her beautiful little face. And I put her picture up yesterday. I don't know if you saw it, Michelle, in my stories, but I put her picture up. And the inflammation, I mean, she put a picture up of herself. Facebook put it together of her 6 years ago and herself now. She looks like she has aged backwards. It is crazy. It is so crazy to look at because it's 6 years. And most of the time in 6 years, when people age, you get in their 40s and 50s and 60s, they're just like, 6 years really is a drastic thing downhill. And she looks like she went the other way. Inflammation left her face. She's just glowing and she looks great. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it just blew my mind. So kudos, Michelle. But I'll tell you what, Michelle's been around for a while. And Michelle's went through every battle. She has. She has
It
fought.
blew my mind.
Yeah, those
I
pictures.
wasn't even with Bob Babes in 2019.
Wow. Yeah. I wasn't at Bod Babes in 2019.
No, and it came up and I was like, what?
Isn't that cool to see though?
Yeah. That's why I sent it to you. I mean, I didn't realize it until today. I think I saw it this morning. I was like,
Uh,
oh, but I didn't
that's
realize
neat.
it. I'm on your
Well,
website or on your picture.
yeah, it's really so neat to see. And you've been through the battles. I mean, you've been through the up and downs and all the stuff. But it was about being consistent and you're not going to be perfect. Have you been perfect, Michelle? No. She muted herself. You're muted there, girl.
No,
There
I
you go.
have not been perfect.
No. And I haven't either. I have not. But I keep showing up and I don't quit on myself. And that's what you've done too. You keep showing
It's
up and not quitting on yourself.
hard days where I just wanted to lay in the sheets and not come out,
I know.
but I did.
Yeah. And it's pretty awesome to see that inflammation gone from your face, how different you look.
Mhm.
So,
That was after my divorce.
mm,
Then I started volunteering. I didn't know what the hell I was really doing. When I started, I was like, I'm volunteering for what? I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but I didn't know what. And ever since then, I've been hooked.
yeah. Yeah. It's awesome to see. Michelle, she does a lot of stuff with the Indianapolis Colts. She does all kinds of cool things with kids and all camps and all the stuff. Uh,
Getting ready to head to live golf now.
yeah, live golf. So she's doing all this cool stuff. And most people our age aren't doing that kind of stuff. Women, especially. You've changed your life. It's really awesome to see.
Look at this bad suntan.
You know what? But you're out there living your best life. I
No,
love
I know. But I like looked at my farmer's tan the other day. I was like,
it.
oh wow. Oh man.
Well, I'm proud of you. But ladies,
Thank
it's not
you.
going to be a perfect journey, but you just got to
Mm-mm.
keep getting up. And you just got to keep fighting for you and you got to keep fighting for your goals and you're worth it. Quit putting it off. I mean, you look at Michelle, she is so busy. I'm so busy. We are. Bonnie is so busy. You know, she's working crazy hours when she's there. She don't get breaks to eat. She's an ER nurse and she's there, man. It is on. Sometimes she doesn't have 5 minutes to eat. I'm not even joking. So a lot of my clients, like I said, are in nursing. And I'll tell you what, Bonnie knows what that's like. It's tough. And her especially, you know, where she works. So it's crazy, but she's making it happen. Sometimes Bonnie is up at 10 o'clock at night getting her workouts in, and I know she's exhausted. And she's getting on top of her food and trying to figure out, you know, how am I going to make this happen when I don't have time to even run to the microwave and warm anything up? And she doesn't a lot of times. And she's got to figure it out, and it's hard. But Bonnie, that's what Bonnie signed up for. She wants to be her best self. She wants to be her strongest self. She wants to live her best life. And she's fighting for that. And she could just give it up and quit and walk away. But she's a fighter. She's exceptional. She's different. And that's what we're about at Bod Babes. We're not better than anybody else, but I'll tell you what, I want to live my best life. So, and I know you do too. So fight for yourself. You're worth it. Darlene, girl, you have been fighting for yourself, and I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Kelly, you're brand new, and I'm already proud of you. You know, I have just seen some things in you already. I am just so proud of. She had to make a decision if she gonna do it or is she gonna she gonna quit. First week is hard. She's like, oh darn it, what did I sign up for? And she decided I'm moving forward. That's what she's doing. It's not easy to change your life, is it, ladies? It's not. It's not. But it's worth it. I love y'all, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining me. Let's get on top of this thing. Let's do it. And I'll say this one last thing before we go. Clients of mine, sweet, beautiful ladies, make your coaching calls. I can't hold your hand, and I'm not going to. You've got to fight for yourself. I'm right here to help you. I'm right here to help you. And I'm right here to believe in you and teach you and help you every step of the way. And as much as I'd love to chase 100 women down every week, I can't do it. I just can't. Make your coaching calls and let's talk. I've got the time available on my calendar. Let's make it happen. I love you, ladies. Have a good night. Bye.